Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and another video. I am doing something slightly different today. I am doing the gamer tag. So there's a little kind of tag game going on in the small gaming community on YouTube at the moment. It started a couple of weeks ago, I think. And I've been tagged by the lovely Bright Time. So it's my turn to do a video. And basically I'm just going to be answering 15 questions and then nominating somebody else at the end of it to do the video if they also see this one, I guess. While I'm doing this, you'll have Lost Planet 2 playing on the screen. This is me playing it. This is a game I absolutely adore, so if you guys want to see it on the channel at some point, please do let me know because I absolutely love it. It's got an awesome story and it's a fun game. Anyway, not the point of this, that's just me mentioning it. Question number 1 is, which gaming YouTuber do you look up to / inspired you to make your channel? The one that inspired me to make my channel, it's actually not necessarily like a straightforward answer. So the one that inspired me to make my channel would probably be the Game Grumps. Not obviously trying to be anything at all like them, but I have watched them for a few years and realized I went through a phase of not playing a lot. Life just got really busy and they just kind of made me just remember what I loved about gaming, even though, you know, a lot of the time it can be pretty frustrating to watch them play because they are quite bad at games, but they are very, very funny, and it just, yeah, I don't know, they just seemed like they were having a lot of fun, so it made me want to have some fun too, I guess. There are quite a few gaming channels that I actually now watch. They were the only ones that I watched for probably a couple of years, and then in the last year or so I've started watching a few other channels. So I watch Alaska, Mars, Oddly, Tofu Games, quite funny. She's very funny. Nuka L, I've watched quite a few of her videos as well. Oh, Spontaneous, I really like Spontaneous's videos. They're quite frustrating because if you've not checked her out, she's the one that does the Oh My God, a Girl Gamer videos, and like she plays Rainbow Six and she just basically records and compiles really cringy situations that she comes across just playing games and stuff, and I'm just like, holy crap, I don't know how she puts up with it. And obviously there are other channels as well, so Bright Time, who tagged me in this, I watch her channel quite a lot. I've just gone through her entire Walking Dead series. There's 4 seasons, which was an awesome journey. That was great. And Shannon Redfield, he's got a great little channel as well. You know, these guys have done some awesome work with their channels and they're a lot further along. They're just very passionate about gaming and having fun with it, and I think that's what I like the most. You know, I don't like really serious gamers. You know, they're impressive, but I like to just kind of the feel of hanging out with friends. I guess that's what I look for in a channel. So 2, if you could be sponsored by any gaming equipment company, which one would it be? This is not a very good question for me, actually, because my setup is really basic. I'm a console peasant, so I don't really need a lot of equipment. I've got a SteelSeries headset, and then it's all basically, like, obviously I've got the stuff to record, like my Elgato and things, but other than that, I use my consoles. So I don't really know, to be honest. Maybe Sony because of PlayStation. I play a lot of PlayStation. I don't know. Or I guess well, do Microsoft really do much? You don't exactly hear of them as a big brand very much for gaming equipment. But my needs are very simple in that respect. I can't afford a gaming PC, so I don't have any need for that. I don't even know what I would do with a gaming PC if I had one, to be honest. It's completely out of my league at the moment. Not really what I'm familiar with, but yeah, so I don't really know. Maybe Sony. Or SteelSeries, because I've got a SteelSeries headset and I love it. It's great. So question number 3, what is currently your favourite game to play? So I'm not sure whether to read that as like what's currently still, as in my favourite game at the moment, or if that's what I'm literally enjoying playing the most right now. If this was a couple of weeks ago, I would say Plague Tale would be my favourite one that I'm playing at the moment. Obviously, I've finished it now, so that was really, really fun. My currently favourite game, it's kind of a game series, is the Dragon Age series. I've been playing it since it first came out. I got Origins, I think the Christmas it came out. I'm not sure when it actually came out, to be honest. Like, I've sunk so many hours into those games, and I'm absolutely looking forward to number 4 when it comes out. But yeah, I just really love all the characters in it. Like, there was the first game I played where you actually got to like bond with your allies, I guess. Like, you had to make them like you. You have to give them gifts and talk to them, and like your conversation mattered about how they reacted to you and stuff. And I just really, really loved that. That was awesome. And it was also the first game that I got to romance someone, and I was totally shipping the Alistair and Warden romance in Origins. I became the queen, just so you know. That's how it ends for me. I'm a queen. But yeah, they're great games. The Mass Effect ones are also very great, but if you give me a choice of swords or guns, I will go for swords. Love them. Definitely my kind of genre. But yeah, that's my favourite series. So what games would you like to try and play in the future? Well, obviously as a gaming channel, there's quite a few games that I want to play. I've got 5 or 6 games on my immediate playlist, like near future, and then like a whole bunch more that are kind of building up towards later in the year, where things are coming out later on, or just things that are kind of like, I do want to play that, but it's not urgent yet. So the next 2 games that I'm going to be playing once the current 3 series on the channel finish, so they'll probably start next month in June then, which will be The Last of Us and Rise of the Tomb Raider, so that I can continue that series. I haven't played either. I know it's very shameful that I haven't played The Last of Us. It's one I've wanted to play for ages, but I'm a huge wimp, and I know that it's kind of horror-esque-y, and so I'm not sure I'm actually going to get on with it, but I'm going to try it, because I really want to know what happens in the story, because everybody always raves about it, and I don't want to just watch it, I want to experience it, I think, so I'm biting the bullet, I'm going to do it. So question number 5, what is the meaning behind your channel name / gamertag? It's not very interesting, actually. It's a name I made up when I was playing Summoner's War. It was my account name in Summoner's War back in 2012, I think I was playing that, so 7 years ago. And it's just one I've kind of pulled out every now and then for other games and stuff when I'm playing it, because I was one of those people that, or I am one of those people that, when I make a character in like a fantasy-esque game, I like to make a name that sounds cool to me and fitting for the era. They don't obviously necessarily sound cool to other people, but they're what is pleasing to me. So yeah, that was where my name came from. Arianta came from Summoner's War. 6. What other gamers would you like to collab with, big or small? I'm not sure that there's any big gamers that I would like to collab with, to be honest. There's a bunch of people though, like, that I would like to play games with on the channel. I mean, even like people from my actual friend circle. Basically, I'm happy to play games with people if I think they're going to be fun to play games with. Like, when I play games with people, I don't necessarily play serious games. I'd play probably something like really silly, like Little Big Planet, where, you know, the more people you have, the more chaotic it gets, and it's basically laughter fuel, and it's great fun. I actually played Little Big Planet 3 with my sister a couple of weeks ago. She doesn't have a PlayStation, so she's never played it. And I hadn't played it since the release, whenever it came out. And it was just ridiculous. Like, she's worse at jumping than me, and that's saying something. But it was so funny. Like, I felt a little bit bad for my mum because she was visiting at the same time too. They came together, and my mum went to bed, and we started playing probably about 9:30. My mum had gone to bed early, and we were just laughing so much that I think my mum didn't probably get to sleep when she went to bed because we were just laughing loads and like literally crying with laughter. It was really funny how tragic we were at this game, and it's just like those are the kind of gaming moments that I really love, like just the silly bits of just losing yourself in hysterics because stupid stuff's happening, and it just becomes this big tidal wave of laughter because you can't stop once things start going wrong. Those are my best gaming memories when that sort of stuff happens. So basically anybody that I think that I could have fun with a silly game like that would be great. Question number 7 is, who is your favourite character from any game? That's a tough one. Oh, I don't know. Do you know what, who sticks out the most? Probably Balthier from Final Fantasy 12 and coincidentally Fenris from Dragon Age 2. Both voiced by Gideon Emery, who is just amazing, and I love him. He's just got like just the best voice. So whenever he voices something, I just love that character basically. But there's some really good characters out there, you know. That's a really tough one. Although she doesn't get a lot of love, probably Morrigan as well. Oh, Garrus from Mass Effect, my boy Garrus, and Rex. They do some good characters in BioWare. So question number 8 is, what equipment do you currently have in your gaming setup, and will you make a video sharing your setup? I probably won't make a video because it's really a basic setup. My setup is literally, I've got 2 laptops because my decent laptop only has 2 USB slots and I don't have an extension to make it use more USB slots, so I use that for the gameplay, and then I have a like 6-year-old crappy laptop that's on its last legs, which does the light work of mic and camera, and then I just splice the 2 videos together at the end. So that's pretty easy setup, really. And obviously consoles. I will play the game. So it's not really very interesting. My equipment wise though, I use the Blue Yeti mic, and my camera is the Logitech the 920, I think. It's not the new one, it's the older, slightly older version. Question 9, what's your favourite quote from a game? Ooh, that's another hard one. I don't think I can actually think of any quotes from a game. Maybe something about licking a lamppost in winter. I know that was a quote. Ooh, no, that would be probably... The one I actually use is from Dragon Age Origins. I told you, it's my favourite game. One of the voices, or the lines that your character says when you're telling them commands and stuff, if you're being a little bit too bossy, is she says, "Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?" And I love it because it's just sassy, and the first time she said it I was just gobsmacked. I was like, did my character just talk back to me for me telling her how to fight? What is this? So I remember that just stuck with me, and it's something that still pops into my head, and it's apparently the only quote I can actually remember from a game. There are more, I'm sure, but right now I'm blanking. Question number 10 is, what other gaming channels do you recommend your viewers watch, whether you know them personally or if they are just a good channel? So probably a lot of the ones which I mentioned at the beginning, to be honest. You know, it's big channel if you want something to just lighten your mood. Game Grumps is fantastic if you watch any of their Mario playthroughs, or Zelda, as long as you're not like expecting a good playthrough on Zelda. Mario's are just like hilarious. Zelda is hilarious but painful to watch because you're just like watching the Ocarina of Time playthrough, and Aaron didn't take off his hover boots after he got them, basically for the entire game, like rest of it. That was painful. His slip sliding all over the place. It was funny, and I'm pretty sure he did it entirely to troll everybody that was watching. But it was painful. And I don't backseat game very much, so I was just like, yeah. But like smaller channel wise, the ones I mentioned really, like Shadow Redfield, Bright Time, Tofu Games, you know, Alaska's got a bigger channel, but I love her playthroughs. She's really funny, and you will definitely jump if she screams. So question 11, what are some of the things you wish to improve on your channel? Quite a few things really. It's very infant days, my channel, I know. I need to pull myself out of my own head sometimes because I get a bit too absorbed in games. So like if there's a lot going on or I'm having to concentrate on something, I forget to talk sometimes. So I kind of catch myself going in too quiet. And I don't want to necessarily babble inanely at everybody, but I just need to kind of keep a good commentary going. I guess that's something I'm trying to work on. So 12, do you have a nickname for your viewers? If not, make one up on the spot now. I don't. I don't have a nickname for you guys. I don't know. I feel for me like that's kind of more of an organic thing that happens, I think, over time. I'm not sure I can make one up on the spot. I think it's something that kind of just happens from a situation, in my opinion. Or that you guys name yourself. So I don't know. Have you got any recommendations? I don't really have anything yet. I'll keep an eye out for something appropriate coming up, but right now I don't have a name. That might be a bit of a cop-out, but I don't want to like commit to something that I won't use. 13. What type of games do you dislike? I like anything basically with story, so I'm not big on like the battle royale type games like Fortnite and all of that sort of stuff. I do like some, but only really if I play with close friends, and I haven't got anyone to play with at the moment really. They're all kind of playing other things. Like I wanted to play Apex because of Titanfall, but I'd never gotten around to it, and I don't really want to play with strangers. So yeah, I don't really like those kind of games. So question 14. What achievement would you like to unlock on your channel, or using your channel? Examples are get famous, play games for a living, form a crew to play games with, etc. I don't really have a goal for the channel, to be honest. I mean, I think pretty much everyone who does gaming channels probably would love to be able to make a career out of playing games. Who wouldn't, realistically? That would be awesome, but I don't have the kind of skill set for that, I don't think. I'm just enjoying myself, to be honest. All I want to do is continue what I'm doing. I'm in no rush. The channel's growing at a really healthy rate, I think, at the moment. For milestones, I don't really have any. I just want to keep chugging along and having fun chatting to you guys, because I'm meeting a lot of fun people that I'm enjoying interacting with, and you know, I love hearing from you guys in the comments. It's probably my favourite thing about doing YouTube is hearing from you guys. So yeah. Number 15 is a new one that Bright Time did. So this one is, what game would you like to forget if you could? So this is in order to replay it again for the first time. Maybe Horizon Zero Dawn, actually, because I had a lot of fun playing that for the first time. I mean, it's been a long while since I played it now, but it was just like, I really enjoyed that game, and it was just, the story is so good, and the world, because it was based on our world, but it's post-apocalyptic, but you've got all the big mechanical creatures, and I just really loved it. So I'd probably love to forget that one in order to play it again fresh. So that is all 15 questions done. The only thing left to do is tag someone else. I will tag Megarang. If she sees this, you're up. There are 15 questions. Continue the gamer tag. But yeah, as always, thank you very much for the ongoing support on the channel. It is awesome to have you all with me, and I hope to hear from you soon.